Foster. I'm a senior here. I'm a music theory and composition major. I originally was excited about the Abilities project, but didn't plan on writing anything for it until Dr. Cooper came and talked to our composition studio class. And he presented a list of some of the poems that had already been composed on and some of the other striking poems. And I took that list home, read through the entire collection, and this one particular poem stuck out. It's Waiting, from the second phase of poems, the middle part of her life, near the end of that second section. Read it, loved it in English, looked at the French translation, the original French, absolutely beautiful, and decided to set that. Billie is waiting sitting on her bed, and she's waiting for her lover to come home. And it's really late, she's been waiting a long time, she knows that that her lover's out with another woman. She's really upset about it, but she's still passionately in love with her. So it's a very emotional thing for her to be going through at the time, knowing that she wants nothing more than to love her, but that her lover's not happy with her and is out with somebody else. I started with a melody, considering it all is very expressive and very emotional. I wanted it to be somewhat a stream of consciousness within the melody. So I basically just completely wrote the melody, and I look at the string quartet as really a reaction to what's happening in the voice. I originally had it had no instrumental introduction, and later added one, just to really get the mood of the piece down. Basically, I have two main motives: a dotted quarter, two 8 notes followed by a dotted quarter on a B flat. That is, it's the opening theme of the voice, and it returns towards the end after a climax of emotion, when she settles back down and realizes that things aren't going to get better. That returns, and throughout I try to weave that motif throughout in the string parts, so it's not very noticeable, but you can pick it out if you're listening for it. I also have another rising 8th note motive, 3 rising 8th notes on a triad a couple of different times during the emotional middle section, the B section, that are really just confined to the voice without too much of the echoing in the string parts. Honestly, I didn't listen to Debussy at all. I didn't want to be influenced. Usually if I'm writing something and I listen to something in the middle of my writing, I will unconsciously incorporate it instead of intentionally taking something and borrowing it. So I didn't really want to be affected by it. So I just decided to take my interpretation from it and make something new. I found that the problems in reading through, it really helped to read through the entire set of poems, for starters, instead of just randomly picking one, to get a really good idea of what she had gone through in her life up to this point and what she was going through. And I think that as a woman, and I know this is probably universal to most women, these are very common feelings, whether the circumstances are the same or not. And I know that I've had similar experiences to the ones that Billie character has had. And I think that I incorporated a little bit of myself into this. And I was able to reflect on her situation much better than I would have been had I not had those experiences as well.